and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria, also known as Mindset and Mascara, and here we love all things color and glitter and just that. Yeah, we love all things color, glitter, shimmery glosses. I mean, that's my aesthetic. Okay, I'm 41. I love color. I wear bold, bright looks, and nobody can tell me to do otherwise because I am me. I am watching 13 Reasons Why at the moment. I had watched the first 2 seasons and then quit, and now I'm watching seasons 3 and 4. Also, fun fact, I love Sense8. My husband and I watched it a few years ago, and now we're rewatching it again, and I'm like, I love this show so much. If you can get over like all the nudity and the sex scenes and everything, because you know there's a lot. There's a really good storyline in there, so watch that if you like shows like that. And yeah, so today we're gonna do this look. I got a couple things from my old collection, or no, I pulled a couple of things from my collection to do this look. I want to practice on my halo eyes, and I want to start using the makeup that I have just to be more consumer conscious. And so I know I review a lot of things. My reviews are going to be smaller. I will still do reviews, but I won't do as many as I used to because I've got to start thinking about my business and buying stuff for that. So a lot from now on, it's going to be a lot of tutorials, a lot of commentary. Of course, I'm going to have nail videos. So yeah, hopefully you guys stay with me on this. And if you want to see how this look and how I got it, then let's get started. But alas, I do not. Okay. I want to do purple halo eye. I'm not sure how it's going to come out. My halo eyes aren't that great, which means I really need to practice on them. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, let's start out with primer. We're going to use the same thing we always use, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Don't look at my face. There it goes. Okay. I'm finally getting out of my funk, which is really good considering I need to film. Where is my mirror? I'm not as organized as I should be, but it's Maria. Maria is never organized. Oh, crap, that is way too much eye primer, so we'll prime both eyes. Okay. Usually I don't prime both eyes because I do one eye off camera and one eye on camera. So we'll do a full face today, since this eye might be a little more simple. Now I'm taking out the Juvia's Place Violets palette. I did buy the new Royal palette, and I cannot wait for that to come in, but we're going to use this. And since there's just like 2 mattes in here, I'm going to dig into the Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette, and I'm going to use some of these over here. Okay. Oh, let's see y'all. I also want to use this exposed palette. Dear Katie Brown came out with this, and I want to use this lavender right here. Oh, it's so pretty. It's called Bear. So, okay, we're gonna go into these. These purples on this palette don't have names, so I'm just going into the darkest purple and I'm gonna pat it in here. And I always look up to see where to place it. It's been so long since I've actually done a halo eye. So I don't know how great this is gonna be. It is very windy. It's not supposed to rain today, but it is very windy. All right, I'm gonna take a Sigma Detail Blending E27. Excuse me, I just ate. While we're doing this, I wanted to answer a couple of questions that some people had from my last video. I will always be honest with you. I'll always be upfront with how I'm doing mentally. But I did have a couple of questions. I like this color. This is Purple Power from the Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a bright purple. Anyway, so yeah, I will always be honest with you guys. I don't want mental health to be a stigma, and it really is, and I don't know why. Like, especially, like I said, my father never believed in any of that stuff. He just believed that you gotta suffer and, you know, just suffer your way through it. And I'm sorry, I am not like that. I cannot do that. So, not everybody needs meds, okay? I was telling you that my doctor told me that I have an imbalance. And like I said, he's a DO. He doesn't just like do give prescriptions willy-nilly. He's very particular about what he gives out. I'm not on very many prescriptions, honestly. So let me explain to you, because I kind of didn't explain my anxiety. I have crippling anxiety. It is so bad that I think I need a black. Oh, there's a black right there. Anyway, it got so bad that I was having like multiple panic attacks in one day. And it's crippling. I mean, when you have that many panic attacks, you can't really do anything. So, and then once, you know, of course we got cooped up in the house, and then I swear I became agoraphobic. I didn't though. I don't like leaving the house very much. And so, I mean, we didn't up my meds, but I still have to do, what's it called? Is it CBT? Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. I do that. I have a therapist. So I'm not just, I mean, if you think that you have an imbalance or that you need help, get help. Go see your doctor. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do or what you don't need to do. My best friend is not on meds, and she does perfectly fine. I, on the other hand, need them. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you, yes, you need to go go out now and get meds. I will never tell you that. But this is what works for me. And yes, I do the work. I didn't just randomly get put on meds and then that's it. You know, everything's back to normal. I go through a lot in my therapy, and when you have something like that, when you have a mental illness like that, you need to get help. And there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Like nothing at all. I want to tell y'all that right now. I don't know why. Yeah, I know therapy is expensive and it can be expensive. Luckily, just gonna put a little black just to add a little more depth into here. Luckily, my insurance covers therapy. And all of that. It covers my meds. I'm on a medication that is pretty cheap, so I don't have to pay very much for it. It doesn't. I don't even go through insurance for my meds. I feel like I have something in my eye. What in the world? I don't know. Anyway, I don't even go through my insurance for my meds because they're pretty cheap. I'm gonna get a flat brush. So, long story. I took like that long, 13 minutes, 10 minutes, just to tell you to see your doctor. And that I'm not going around telling people that they need to be on meds. Because I'm not. I do what works for me. And that's it. Because seriously, you don't know. You know your own body, okay? And you don't need to sit there and take life advice from me. So, and I know that having anxiety and having like panic attacks can be scary, because it is. Trust me. I know, it is very, very scary. So, and it's not something that's easily gone through. And I have nails, so I can't pat this out. It's not something that is easily gone through. So just know that. Just know you're not alone. That's all I wanted to say about that. I did get a couple of questions, a couple of private messages about it. You know, one panic attack every few months is, well, it's still a lot, but as many panic attacks I was having, I needed something to help me. And I didn't want to get on, you know, like the normal anxiety medications. I do have them, but I didn't want to get on them because they can be very addicting. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of go through these three here to do the spotlight eye. So I'm going to do this dark real quick on the edge. Anyway, so let's move on to something joyous and happy. Things in my life are going so much better. I am going to have to take care of my dad's dog again, but I think I'm a little more prepared for the change in schedule this time, because this last time it was just kind of on a whim and I didn't have a whole lot of notice. So this time I think I'm going to be a little more prepared, so it's not going to be too bad. I don't know why my spotlight eyes always seem like they're uneven. So I'm going to take this lighter color on the tip of my finger and just kind of dab it lightly on there, because I want some kind of shimmery base for the glitter. So it's going to be a real simple look. So I guess I will do my face stuff. My face on camera too. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going on the edges with the matte colors that I used for this, because I want it to blend. I don't want it just to like be a complete cut. So I'm using some of the matte colors just to kind of blend this into the... Alright. Now for the glitter. Okay, we're going to use Ravished. This is their new palette. I've now decided that I will get every single freaking release that they release, just because I absolutely love their glitters. I don't want it too, just kind of want... There. And then I will come back with this to make it a little more blended. I like that. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay. Do I want to do a wing? I don't know. I'm going to do my liner and everything, and then I'll come back and we can do all the complexion stuff together. Because it's going to be a shorter video. So, I'll be right back. I had to wait for the camera to stop. Anyway, so we're going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And this is just going to go, sorry, on my T-zone where I have the most visible pores. I'm not putting a whole lot on, I'm just kind of dipping and then putting on. I think I need to... Then I am going to take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I actually really like this primer. I didn't think I would, but I really do. Because I need to be able to see what in the world I am doing. Alright, we're going to wait for that to cling, for it to dry a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and do my brows. So I will be right back. Never mind. Okay, now we are gonna go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. I know that I used this in my last video, but I really like this foundation. it is a very good foundation. I'm surprised. And yes, I was not lying. I grabbed this over the Pat McGrath foundation. I have the Pat McGrath foundation, and I tend to gravitate towards this one. I used to gravitate towards the Pat McGrath all the time because that was my favorite foundation. And then this one came out, and I tried it on a whim because usually I don't like affordable foundations. Okay, I'm a snob. I'm probably the biggest snob. Foundation snob, makeup snob. I don't use a whole lot of drugstore stuff. And I know there are good things from the drugstore, I just don't use them very often. There we go. It just looks so great on the face. On the skin, sorry. It looks really good. I've got a few pimples. Mainly because I haven't washed my face. I haven't been washing my face like I should. I wash my face, I just haven't been doing it like I should. That's what happens when you go through an episode. And I've just come to accept that. Self-care is like the last thing in your mind when you're going through an episode like that. So, which should be the first thing on your mind. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah. We're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Concealer. I actually like that concealer. I'm not a huge fan of the foundation. I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. Let me get... I always use the e.l.f. This is sheer. I always use the e.l.f. brightening under eye brightener. Under eye powder. Oh my gosh. And then the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. The Nakia Joy is my holy grail. I absolutely love it. I really could not get along without it. I'm sorry that I just hit the mic and you probably heard that. Okay. Here we go. And then I always do the eye. I grabbed this. I was going to try to use that as a mirror. See? It's so easy to make fun of me. And then we're gonna... The good thing is that I don't take myself serious. I never really have. It's just me. I'm clumsy and do stupid things sometimes, but you know, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, and I'm able to laugh at myself. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? Hopefully y'all are doing really well. Do y'all have any plans for the weekend? This is Thursday when I'm filming. Which would be yesterday because y'all are watching this on Friday, or it comes out on Friday. I don't know when y'all are watching, but it comes out on Friday. And I filmed late unfortunately. But I'm going to film one directly after this before I edit, because I want to do one where I'm not putting makeup on. I'd be happy to do a video on anything that y'all want. Let me know if there's something specific that you want. I do have the Raw Beauty Christy palette, and although it's not in stock anymore, I know a lot of people have it. Would you want to see a look using it? Or is it like done and over with? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use the Shade and Light palette. Alright. No. It's this one. Okay. We're going to use the Shade and Light palette. This is going to be dark, so just letting y'all know. It's a very, very dark bronzer, but it does sheer out a lot. So, Juvia's Place brush, my favorite. Okay. And this dries really quickly, so I go in really quickly with it. That foundation, it just is beautiful. And then anyway, no kids this weekend. Husband is doing his own thing, so it's pretty much house to myself, which is great. That wind is heavy. Anyway, so I have the house to myself, so that's good. And I'm thinking I want to start practicing my acrylics again. I mean, I've used acrylics before and it didn't work so well. But I want to start practicing acrylics again because I want to have some kind of base knowledge, you know, before I start school. Not because I want to be ahead, but because I'm old. I'm just kidding. I don't want to fall behind, and I've got a lot on my plate, so I want to be sure that I know what I'm doing partially before I start school. So oh, I always do my nose. I take the excess off. I don't do it with that really, really dark. I do it with the really dark shade, but I just use the excess that is on the brush. What's this? Oh, why did I put that on there? And then I have to contour my nose, okay? I've got a very wide nose and it drives me franken bonkers. Everybody has something that they don't like about them, and my nose is it for me. Okay. Oh, good note is I have lost weight, so that is exciting. Lost about 20 pounds, so far so good. I didn't really change anything. All I've really been doing is pretty much watching what I eat. I don't eat out anymore. That's the main thing that has changed. I do not eat out. I mean, I will sometimes, but definitely not as often as I used to. I mean, I used to eat out like 2-3 times a week, It looks like I'm putting a lot of powder on, but I'm really not. Anyway, so yeah, I used to work out like 2 or 3 times a week. Not work out. I used to eat out 2 or 3 times a week. Whew. And not very healthy meals. So I've changed that aspect. I still eat out, just not a lot. And when I do eat out, I make sure that I try to get something semi-healthy. And then lunch, I'm always eating some sort of a salad just because it's easy. It's very, very easy just to do a salad. I'm busy. I got a lot of crap to do, so grab and go. I get those. I shop at Aldi because especially when the virus hit, everything got more expensive. So I'm sorry that my chair is squeaking. That's just the way it is. This is the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Lustrous. Missy uses opalescence. She's lighter than me, so I like this one. Just puts a little gold sheen. It kind of airbrushes the face. And it looks like this. Anyway, I haven't gone full vegan, okay? I'm not even going to say that. I haven't really gone vegetarian, but I don't eat as much meat as I used to. Mainly because we're watching my husband's cholesterol, like, big time. Because he has heart disease, runs in his family. And his little brother had a heart attack. Little brother, his baby brother did. So, oops, actually I should have done that. Anyway, so yeah, his baby brother had a heart attack and he wants to start taking care of himself, and the doctor suggested, you know, to lower his red meat intake, and he just took it as, I'm just gonna try to get off meat. So instead of eating different things, we pretty much all eat the same thing. The kids have gotten used to it. It did take a little bit of getting used to. This is just the Kat Von D powder contour, and yes, I do powder contour along with cream contour. That's just how I do it. I pile on the makeup. One of these days I won't. I'm just setting everything. You'll notice that I tend to use a lot of setting spray, set my makeup in between stages, just because I'm very oily and I kind of want everything to meld in and just set and kind of get nice and mattified. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Probably one of the only Too Faced products I use. Anyway, as I was saying, it took some getting used to for the kids, but they seem to be doing okay with it. My son was the biggest one, and last time he went to the doctor and, you know, saw his weight, he was like, okay, I've got to start eating better. So my daughter, she always ate really healthy. I think that's my mom's doing too, because she tended to, okay, I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and Growth Flirt. I don't know if this is available. If it is, I will link it down below. And then just get this brush. Anyway, that's kind of my mom's doing because she was always a very healthy eater. She, like I said, she was fighting cancer for a while there, and she was taking care of my kids. She pretty much raised my daughter because I was working, and so my daughter picked up a lot of the habits that my mom had. So she eats pretty healthy. She does have a sweet tooth on her, but she does eat pretty healthy. And, you know, my son takes after me. So, yeah. Not proud of that, but he does. This is the Stila. Highlighter. The Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten. I actually like it. I mean, it's a little more subtle. It's a little more subtle than I like it. And you're like, hey, Maria, look, you're glowing. That is not subtle. Okay. I like to be able to be seen from space. I know it's not a lot of people's, some people don't like that kind of highlight, but I do. Okay, and then I'm going to grab just a clean brush and kind of just blend it in. I still use some of Wayne Goss's techniques. Alright. I need to start doing that dabbing thing that I used to do. I don't anymore. Okay, so I will do brows after I finish the eyes since I'm already on. Well, hello again. Okay, we are going to go into, I like the way my skin is looking. I really, really do. Okay. We're going to go into the Juvia's Place palette, and we're going to grab my smudger brush. Okay, and I am going to smudge that on the lower lash line. But as I'm doing that, this is a darker purple. I want to make sure that I'm kind of connecting these two together. Didn't put a brow bone highlight on. I'll have to do that here in a minute. But I'm going pretty simple today as far as eye look. Usually I do cut creases and all of that. It's kind of nice to be able to do something a little bit more simple. Okay. I'm going to go back in and get Purple Power, and then we're going to use that. Okay. We are going to grab my JH42 and go into Ultraviolet in the KVD Alchemy palette. It's still available. You can still get it right now, but I don't know if they're discontinuing it or not. So, because it is on clearance, so get it while you can. go ahead and do this brow bone. Now I have this, I actually have two of these palettes, my big Dear Katie Brown palette. I have two of these because if they bring any more single shades out, I'm going to buy them. And I want to be sure I have room for them because right now I don't have room for them. Anyway, and I took this London Calling. I took this London, not London Calling, single pressed glitter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my Juvia's Place corner brush, if I can find it. There it is. And I am going to put this Kat Von D, not Kat Von D, it's KVD Alchemy palette, the Amethyst. Oh, not there. Just doing one eye, just doing one eye. Alright, and then I am going to grab some of this glitter and put that right there. There we go. I like it. It looks really good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off, I'm going to finish the other eye, do my brows, do my lower lash crap, and then we will be back to do the lips. Alright, so I want to try something. We're going all purple here, okay? We're just going to go all purple. This is the Melt Ultra Matte Lip, All Day Everyday Ultra Matte Lip Liner in 1979. That was a good year. It also happens to be my birthday. I was born in 79. Okay, and then I am going to use the Melt Liquid Lip Imposer. Now I was going to use a lighter purple. Now I do overline my lips, but not quite this much. So I'm going to try and take a little bit off. Okay, we need a little bit of foundation. I can. There we go. Okay. Now that I have cleaned that up, I haven't decided if I want to go ahead and put some of this like in the middle and then top it with this, or if it'd be too much. Let's see. Can't really see the metallic in it. That's disappointing. These are pretty cool. If you've ever seen these, they come in like a duo set, and they have one with this with the metallic color, and then they have the matte color. So it's pretty cool. I didn't want the lighter color though. I wanted to do a dark color. And we're gonna take, if I can get the, ow, that hurt. We're gonna take the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss. Has become my favorite freaking gloss in Fairy Cherry. Kidding me. Yup. That is beautiful. Let me get this over here. I'm going to zoom you guys in to look at the pretty lips. It's a sparkle. Alright, and this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know down. Let me know down below. I love the way that it came out, and I liked the fact that I'm using stuff from my stash. I'm trying not to buy so much makeup, especially when I'm about to open up a business and need to buy stuff for that. So yeah, I mean, if you like these videos where I use stuff in my old collection and show you like tutorials, any looks that you can do with them, let me know. You know what palettes I have? Pick one. Let me know which one, because this was fun for me. This was a lot of fun for me. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for today. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the family. One big dysfunctional family. Anyway, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.